Okay, we are live. I think. Yeah, all right, we're live. So I'm just going to get right into it. Why is the market going down today? And what should you do about it? Well, I wrote about this on my February 13th letter to my newsletter subscribers. By the way, I apologize for any background noise here. This is kind of a spur of the moment video. I didn't really have time to set up, and someone's doing laundry in the other room, and I can't prevent that sound from coming through. So if you hear any background noise, just ignore it. But I wrote this newsletter on February 13th talking about the volatility as well as the risk and reward of investing in cryptocurrencies. As you know, today the market went down about 20%, approximately, at least for Bitcoin. But we're making a very, very, very nice and healthy recovery. And Bitcoin's down only 8% now as of this moment from yesterday, which is really not that bad. It's very, very normal and healthy to see these types of corrections occur periodically. But I do want to let you know that when things like this occur, it is a natural part of the cycle, and you should expect these types of corrections throughout your investing journey. And you really should be looking for these as opportunities to buy, as I find these as like basically a day where I can buy stuff on sale. I'm looking at this as like today's a great day to buy. And I talked about this in my market newsletter here, and I said that crypto can have 300% or more annual gains and 50 to 100% correction dips that are also likely to happen. So this thing is volatile even today with a $1 trillion market cap, $1.7 trillion market cap. Let's see what the market cap is right now. Actually, yesterday it was 1.7 trillion, and today it's 1.65 trillion. So, you know, this could be, if this happened in the S&P 500, this would be like totally okay. Like this is normal. But this is such a smaller market than the S&P 500. It's 1.6 trillion. It's not small by any means, but it's not as big as the S&P 500. However, we've seen this market cap go up to, and the market cap is basically the size, all the money in the world that's inside cryptocurrency. So you know what market cap is. It's all the money that exists in cryptocurrency. We've seen this market cap go up significantly from, you know, as high, like in January 2018, it peaked at 786 billion. I'm sorry, that's the price. 33, excuse me. We're looking here at cryptocurrency global charts, total market cap. Right, I was right the first time. Let's call it 800 billion. Let's call it 760 billion. $760 billion, you know, it's no joke. But before that, it was only 12 billion, and you know the price of Bitcoin was probably like $100 or $1,000 at the time. Now the market cap is 1.7 trillion dollars, or 1. Yeah, as high as 1.7 we've seen in the last few days, and that's not insignificant by any means. It's a huge number. So market cap really is an indicator of how healthy the market is, and for it to only go down to 1.65 trillion from 1.73 trillion, that's not bad. I mean, it is we would call this a sell-off, but it's a great opportunity to buy because the market, as you can see, is recovering very healthy. You could have gotten Bitcoin this morning for 51 grand and see it rise up to 54 grand in a few hours. Really, I mean, it's hard to predict where these sell-offs would stop, but it actually stopped right where the 21-day moving average stops, and the 21-day moving average is a good indicator as to, you know, how healthy the market is. And so I like this blue line here on my chart. You can see is the average price over the last 21 days, and the market is above average right now. So it's it's still very, very much in a bull market. It's still very much going up. And for the fact that it was $57,000 last night for Bitcoin, and you could still get in for 53, 54, even $55,000, and expect that the prices to continue to exceed all-time highs over the next few months and weeks, and maybe even years. We'll continue to see Bitcoin rise from 50 grand, and I think $100,000 is the next price target for Bitcoin, as it has exceeded its own market cap. And Bitcoin is $1 trillion single-handedly. Bitcoin does $1 trillion. Now, Ethereum took a bit more of a hit, and I think now it happens to be that I'm more heavily invested in Ether than Bitcoin at the moment, and the reason why is because Ether has bigger gains. And when I say bigger gains, let me put it this way: for a cryptocurrency that costs $1 to double, it only needs to go to $2. For a cryptocurrency that costs $100 to double, it needs to go to $200. For a cryptocurrency that costs $50,000 like Bitcoin to double, it needs to go to $100,000. But in all three cases, it's a doubling would require different amounts, different distances to cover. So to double your money in Bitcoin, you'd need to wait for Bitcoin to hit 100 grand. But to double your money in something that costs $1 or $100, you only need to wait for it to go up to $2 or $200 respectively. So gains in Ethereum are a lot easier to make, but it's also more volatile. So you can easily just as much experience the downside. So the reason why I wanted to come today is to reassure you that we're in a good market right now, and it's a great time to buy. And things are really, really, the price is just excellent. I've been investing since last night. I think I wish I would have waited till this morning, but the price was dipping last night, and I was buying late last night. I was up late last night buying at some low prices, but not as low as this morning's prices. In any case, I'm already experiencing small gains from what I was buying last night. So it just proves that the price is recovering, and we're in a very, very healthy market. And we should expect corrections as a natural part of this cycle. And corrections just are great times to buy. And what it's doing is it's shaking out. Correction is just a way of shaking out weak hands. It's really it's almost like a living organism, this thing, and it just knows that it needs to, it really should be considered. You should really think of this as like a living organism, because really what you're looking at, price action, is just basically the human psychology and people buying and selling. Bitcoin itself is not changing its own price. It's people agreeing to buy it and sell it at these prices. And so, yeah, it is a living organism. It's human behavior. That's what this chart represents. But it is, nature for us to see these prices retrace to previous levels. So the fact that it went down to 50,000, we should see the price to retrace to $57,000. How long will it take? I don't know. There's no way of telling. But at the pace that things are going, it'll probably be pretty soon. And could it go down further? Yeah, it could go down further. But I don't think it just seems to be really stable to me, and it feels like the sentiment is very positive. And everyone that I talk to on Twitter, online, seems to be saying the same thing. Hey, this is a 20% market correction. We haven't had one in a while. It was, if it didn't happen, it would be weird. It would be unusual if we didn't have this kind of correction. So people expected it. They were looking forward to it, and people are now using this opportunity to buy. And I would do the same. I've done the same, and this is not financial advice, but if you're in the market, for cryptocurrency, this is a good time. So overall, CoinGecko here says that we're doing well. Last hour, we've seen things back in the green. Over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's down 8% now. Ether's down 12.5%. Binance Coin's down 14%. Polkadot's down 11%. Cardano's down 9%. But these are just, one-day numbers. So we'll have to come back and see how it comes out by the end of the week, and kind of go from there. But keep an eye on the prices if you're looking to buy. Things seem to be recovering, and so it is a good time to buy because you can expect these prices to go back up to where they were before. I'm a big Cardano fan these days, and I've been buying this as much as I could. Right now, the price is $1.02. Only a few days ago, the price was 90 cents, and it jumped up from 90 cents. This is a 24-hour chart. Let's look at the 7-day chart here. Now I've been buying it since it was 70 cents, and I have friends who've been buying it since 30 cents, and it's doubled in just like, here, look at the 30-day. It's gone up 4 times basically in 30 days. It's almost 200%. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 times, so it's 200%. So you could have doubled your money twice in 30 days, almost twice, 1.8 times. 14-day chart, you would have gained 50%. And I've been buying probably a lot in the last 14 days. So I've seen personal gains of at least 50% in my portfolio. And even in the last 7 days, if you were buying, you'd still, even with the correction, you're still seeing 20% gains. So there's nothing to worry about here. Everything looks good. We're just looking at a red day in the 24-hour cycle. And even in the 1-hour cycle, you would have gained. So things are doing well. And this is just hopefully reassurance for you. And what you should do about it is you should be going on CoinGecko and looking at these prices and trying to find a good opportunity to buy if you're in the market. And then Ether, this is the Ether chart on TradingView. This is more, TradingView is a more advanced technical tool. I wouldn't recommend it. I would not recommend it for you if you're a beginner. I would just say stick to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap.com for price analysis. And check Twitter. Twitter's a really good place to find information about this kind of stuff, actually, surprisingly. But yeah, check out my newsletter. Read it from last week. And basically, this really just represents what I was talking about last week. If you haven't had a chance to look at it. By the way, if you're not sure how to buy, I have a course out now with my partner Timothy Kenny and I. We put together a course. We're still adding more to it right now. It's got about an hour and a half of content in it. Talks about how to buy, how to set up your different accounts, how to transfer cryptocurrency from one exchange to another. If you've been in the cryptocurrency market, even this could help you because we talk about storage and things that people, there are questions in there, common questions that a lot of people are asking about that we answer. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, maybe I'll email you the link or something like that. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope this gave you some insight. And if it helps you in any way, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And anyway, I'll be doing more of these in the future. So keep an eye out for these. And if you have any questions, also be sure to comment.